Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Introducing up first to the stage to weigh in, fighting out of Stoke-on-Trent. His young professional record thus far perfect, 2-0. Please welcome Jamie Stewart. Stewart. £145.9 for Jamie Stewart, the young undefeated charge from Stoke-on-Trent. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He's a southpaw, also undefeated. 7 fights, 7 victories, 5 of them coming by way of knockout. He fights out of London, England by way of Albania. Please welcome Florian, the Albanian King Marku.
I think it's fair to say, from what we've heard, we'll really see the extent of this man's following when crowds are allowed back in full next year. He was a real star on the kickboxing scene as a professional. Looking in very good shape.
He must be a tad over, Chris, to ask him to take his mask off. Every little helps. He looks in great shape though, doesn't he, Chris?
Yeah, he does. Absolutely. He doesn't look out of shape on any level. He looks almost slightly surprised that he's come in a tad over there. So I think they're now going to bring the towel in and he'll debrief, as they say.
Debrief, good one, I like that.
Good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Marku when the fans are allowed back in, because they will make a racket. And that's
146.95 pounds for the undefeated Florian Marku.
Heavy boxers.
Yeah.
It was the double meaning. It was,
yeah.
Hope you got that. Florian Marku, 146.9. Nothing to spare, but looking great and ready to put on a big show. He's been talking all week. Had a little bit of back and forth with Macaulay McGowan yesterday on social media. They nearly ended up sharing a hotel room late last night.
Yeah. I think he could have a row of his shadow.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
He's just this close to a fight. I just think he wants to. He's desperate to get in there, Chris.
There's a bit of Alan Babbage about him, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%.
He'll get himself hyped up for any opponent that's in his way, regardless of how nice or courteous.
He's just a wrecking ball.
We are talking about potential of Marku fighting Ryland Charlton next year. Obviously, there's a bit of clamour to see him fight somebody like a Conor Benn. I think Conor's a little bit further on in his career, though, at this point, Darren, and that might not make sense from a promotional standpoint.
I just think Marku's got to really, you know, move on with his career, get a few more wins under his belt before he can sort of ask for those sort of opportunities.
Florian Marku versus Jamie Stewart, 8 rounds welterweight, Saturday night.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.